This is a test of the emergency podcast. So, hey everyone, it's been a while since I recorded. I started this channel 3 years ago. I think the official date was like Veterans Day. Sorry about that. It was Veterans Day 2015, so like November 11th, 2015. I think that was the official date. That was like the day I recorded my first video. So, that was 3 years ago, and it was supposed to be, what's the word? Cataloging, I guess. My, journey of being a musician, taking it seriously, trying to move from having no one know who I am or what my music sounds like, to slowly have more and more people to share with, I'm uncomfortable sharing my music. I'm uncomfortable sharing a lot of my things. I figured out recently that it might be because there's a blog about this somewhere on my main page, my website. But, I grew up always drawing, and eventually I got into writing, and, I started writing stuff like stories and stuff when I was young because of my older sibling. And I don't know. I shared stuff with my older sibling thinking they were wiser and had better knowledge of, literature, I should say, I guess. Because they read a lot. They were a big reader, so in my mind it was a good way to hone my craft, get my skills better. Because I thought if I share my stuff with them, then they would have good feedback and good critique, because they care about me, and etc. That's what I thought. So, for a long time it got ignored. I heard excuse after excuse, etc. So, then came... This is going to be horrible to edit because I have a lot of ums. But anyway, in high school, it was weird. I had friends who, they saw my drawings that, I always had drawings of my characters. So when they saw my drawings, they would be interested, and, I told them, well, this is the main character of my story, blah, blah, blah. And, they were like, oh, I want to read it. So I had, like, everything handwritten, right? So I couldn't keep writing more parts without having it. So, I'd let them read it and think, I'll write the next part after they tell me, what they think about this part or what they want to maybe see coming up, like feedback that sort of way or whatever. But, the same thing kind of happened. They showed interest at first, unlike my sibling. I asked them to read it. My friends asked me to read it. So I thought, well, these are people who want to read it, so it's going to be different. But nonetheless, it was constantly ignored and whatever. So moving forward, somehow that, I'm pretty sure that affected me to where, like, on top of other stuff that I dealt with younger and through those years at home, because of dad and stuff, it just added to feeling feeling really ignored and not important, and everything I feel and care about and that's important to me didn't matter. So, on top of everything that hurts me or makes me upset, that was not right to share. That's how I grew up feeling. And it's been a long time trying to sort that out and figure it all out. But anyway, that can be a whole other video on its own if I wanted to make this like a personal kind of vlog thing. The point of this channel is supposed to be related to my music, right? That's why I started 3 years ago, blah blah blah, etc. So it was a challenge to start sharing my music or think about it. And I didn't realize at the time how traumatic it would feel when I would post a vlog, when I would post a vlog and or a music video and then share it on my Facebook with, you know, friends and family, people who care about me, and coworkers, or I guess at the time it was like colleagues from the music school, you know, people I wanted to consider friends or whatever. The word friend is really hard for me to define right now. I don't trust a lot of people, and I'm gonna adjust this one more time. Anyway, so I don't trust a lot of people, so for me to say friend and actually mean it, it's kind of rough. It's tricky. I'll say it's tricky. So anyway, it was people who went to school with me. That's basically who's on my Facebook, and people from churches and whatnot, you know. People who I always thought supported me and my music from things they said to me, you know, like, you should, should work on it more, or you should play it for people, you know. So, you know, I would hear that, and it was so much like the times that I would share my stories or want to. It always ended up where, you know, out of the whatever hundreds of people I have on my Facebook, because I've been to large churches and quite a few of them, sadly, and the music school was also big, at least 100 people or whatever, and I was scared to push my stuff a lot, you know, self-promote, whatever. So it always ended up no views, and I would blame myself because I was just scared. But it was just traumatic. It was really, really traumatic. And every single time I stream and I have Twitter like automatically set to send out a tweet about it, I can't use my Instagram the way I want to. You know, like, the only reason I set up my Instagram was to help it promote my music channel and my music career, we'll say that, because I thought, you know, I was gonna play gigs, or at least the plot. Okay, so the blah, blah, blah. I'm all over the place. Plan was this: do open mics, talk about it on a vlog, you know, after each one, talk about the venue, my experience, what I learned, what I, you know, whatever, process it, share it on the vlog, you know, and keep doing that until eventually, hopefully, I thought playing out more would help me meet people or make the right connections, or, you know, find a way to find venues to play live or whatever. It was so difficult to get around because I don't have a license. At the time, we couldn't afford gas, and really our vehicle was like not in conditions to drive, even if I paid for mom's gas. It was just, it had bad brakes and all sorts of stuff going on with it because I had no job. So we couldn't fix it. We couldn't fix things. So anyway, I don't have friends who support my music, so I didn't have anyone to drive me to open mics. And I have one friend who, kind of agreed to it, but the hours didn't work out, or it was just always too much. It was just too much when I was working, and then it was too much even when I wasn't working. My depression was too much, my anxiety was too much, everything was just too much, and it was just devastating emotionally for whatever reason. So, my one friend who's always been supportive of my music, my one in real life friend, I'll call her, she's still willing to drive me out to gigs, but I don't feel comfortable asking for help ever, and much less asking for someone's time like on a weekly basis, which is how I would want to play gigs out. That's what I wanted. So it was too much. I don't like feeling like a burden. I don't like asking for help. So moving on. Playing live didn't work out. So there's this app called Stage It that I was interested in, because you can have like live concerts or whatever, and you can stream it from the comfort of your home and blah 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 blah. But there was like this thing that said have a sound check, and that part of it just seemed intimidating, because it too was like have a friend watch and see what you sound like before you go live. And then it was just like, what? But it seemed like it would have worked out, because like you can just host free concerts, and I thought eventually people would, just hear my music. I don't even care if it's 2 people watching, or whatever. If I care about them, or if I make a connection with them because of it, that's what mattered to me. So I thought about it a lot, but the legalities of it were just, it seemed scary. So I didn't touch that at all. So I thought, well, I'll just do SoundCloud and YouTube videos and just push it that way, share it that way. And maybe I thought eventually I'll connect with people, form a community, and we'll be able to support each other and whatever. And then eventually I'd write music for those people, because for me, my songs are for what I'm going through, but also for the people that matter to me, my friends, family, stuff that I want to say to them, or that I feel related to them. So, I thought the more people I connect with, then even, more material or whatever, etc. So that didn't happen. Not having a job was just too stressful. It became number one thought was, get a job, get a job, get a job. So November 2015, jobless, or I got fired shortly after I started the YouTube channel, and then I have a kazoo. What? Why has that been in my pocket for hours? Anyway, so it was early 2016. I was substituting, and I thought that would be perfect, and it wasn't. I had this like really shady under the table job before that for a couple months at this dry cleaners. They were paying me only cash, and thankfully I didn't make enough money to where I would have had to report the taxes, because they didn't want to, put me on their tax stuff. So whatever. I'm glad that situation, I got out of it by accident, I guess. I don't know. It was weird. Substitute teaching made me realize how messed up the school system is and how much I don't want to do it. So there went my dream of, being a music teacher. Changing the world through music. One kid at a time kind of thing. So that went out the door. And then by then it was like I want to say June or July 2016. And then I got the job I'm at now, November 2016. So a year after I started my YouTube channel, I finally got a job, and I was an emotional wreck. My anxiety was so up the wall. It was just horrible. So anyway, my mom's car at that time was completely out of commission, so I was taking the bus to work every single day and stuff, and then my boss helped me out. Like, he paid for the repairs of the brakes and whatever, and it was really expensive. And then this lady tried to go around us and then T-boned us, so the car was destroyed or whatever. Almost destroyed. Ended up in a tow lot. We lost the car, so then again I was stuck without transportation, because at that point I was like, well, once Mom has a car, she's not working, she won't be tired, she'll be able to take me, to gigs after work or whatever. I won't have to worry about work because I had a steady job and I really like it there, etc., etc., etc. But then within weeks of that dream, the car was totaled, right? So then it was another year, no car, no transportation. So I would leave the house at 6 in the morning and then get home at like 6 or 7 p.m. because it was a 3-hour commute each way on the bus, for like an 11-mile trip. So anyway, then an old coworker gave me his old van, which is our current vehicle now, and by that time, I don't know, I didn't even want to think about playing music at the time, honestly. I'd been diagnosed with depression early last year, so I think I was trying to focus on fixing that as best as I could with no money and stuff. And I have a therapist friend who's been helping me out with no income for her from me. So anyway, she gives me advice and talks to me when she can, but she has a lot of clients and stuff going on, so it's like, it's difficult. So anyway, I was focusing on that, and then anyway, it's just like been 3 years of stuff, and I feel like it's an excuse because my channel, I never upload now. I have a new computer now, and I thought, well, a new computer, my old one had died like in the middle of like 2016, I think. I don't even remember when, but my old one like pooped out on me and whatever. So when I got this one in May 2017, I thought it was going to be perfect and stuff. Obviously, I haven't uploaded at all. I've not been consistent. I've always tired, always this, I don't know if it's part of my depression or if it's anemia because we're still not eating well, or I don't know what it is. I don't want to make excuses. I don't know what the reason is. It's not right. It's not good, So anyway, I don't upload, I don't do anything, I don't play out, blah blah. That was 2017, crappy year. Then my father passed away at the end of 2017, kind of at the beginning of 2018. Then I was emotional wreck at the beginning of the year, and then I found Twitch. So then YouTube completely went on the back burner, and Twitch has been so amazing because I get to play all the time, and I've met a lot of really awesome supportive musicians there. But now I don't do any live gigs. I don't know if I'm ever going to. I want to. I don't know. I don't know if I want to either. It's just like, Twitch is so ideal because I don't have to tire my body just traveling somewhere after being at work all day or after being at work all week if it's the weekend. Tire myself to go see people, which tire me because I'm an introvert, to go play music, get a little bit of energy, but too much energy because I always end up needing to unwind after I play live. Because it's weird. Playing music gives me a lot of energy. I just did a stream and I have way too much energy. I ended up like midnight. Anyway, so it's hard balancing that with work life at the moment. So right now my goal is to stream every week. It's been so inconsistent because of my depression, because of everything going on in my life, and it's not right. I need to fix it. I need to start small and be consistent. Anyway, so I had the opportunity to purchase this little interface, and it was going to make recording better, and which would mean I'd actually be able to put up more content like I want to, because I feel like I have more time now because I have the whole weekend, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like I can actually manage my time now that I'm not relying on buses and mom's consistently picking me up from work, and I kind of get home at the same time every day, or I can control my life better. So anyway, it was a lot of money. It's like $200 something. So but I had a little bit extra because of stuff. And I was like, hey, I can maybe buy this thing, and we go shopping, mom and I go shopping for a few things, and then I see this big trail of rust coming from the van. So in January, the other thing was the van that I got for free, minus repairs, broke down. And to invest more repairs. My boss helped me with that. I paid him back. And then in June, it happened again. So now I'm like, I'd paid that off. The one in January, I paid that off. And now in June, it's happened again. So now I finally paid that off. And now there's something else wrong with it. So I'm just like, do I need to invest in a new vehicle? I have no idea how to even start looking. And it's going to be another financial hit because we were finally stable, and we were finally, like, since I paid off, the repairs or whatever, we had a breathing room and we had a little bit of extra, and I could start saving, I could start paying back my loans, and I was planning all this stuff to put my life in line and upgrade my stream at the same time because I had super extra money, and I would still be able to pay all these things that I need to pay off, like my student loan and my old credit card for my old job, and list of things. And it felt like it all just disappeared in 2 seconds when I saw that trail of rust. And I at least have managed today to not fall into a pit of depression, of despair, and fear and anxiety from it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but hopefully there's a solution. I don't know. It's all too much for me. But I hope that I can at least start vlogging more again and stuff. It's been 3 years. This one just stopped recording. I think it's full. Dead. Probably overheated, actually. Anyway. This one's dead. So we're gonna switch to this for sure. But anyway. Yeah. So I forgot what I was saying. Freaking thing. That's the nicer camera, Anyway. 3 years ago, I wouldn't even know what to talk about if I keep it as a music thing, you know? And I don't know. I don't feel like I'm anyone's mentor, and I don't think I will be ever anyone's mentor. So tonight's stream was really awesome, despite just losing my aunt on Thursday, and it's hard not to have guilt that I'm living my life and not like crying. Mom's having a hard time. I don't know how I process pain sometimes. Even with my dad, it was like, I don't know, I had a breakdown one day, and then the next day it was like, I'm here, I'm fine, it's whatever, I'm here to work. Everything feels weird. Everything feels really weird. This is super long now. 3 years. Hopefully I can start uploading again. We'll see. I'm scared, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but one day at a time, right? That's all I can do. I'll get through it, whatever way I can, and I'm just trying not to fall into a pit of despair right now. There's a lot of good things in my life, and I'm trying to remember them. It's just really hard. I get so scared of dreaming. I get so scared of hoping. I don't know why. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.